Okay, a quick update around gathering in person. So what I'd love you to do, if you click on the link below this video, it will allow you to book into all of our face-to-face gatherings in June and July. So good that we can now begin to reconnect and gather in person as a church, and particularly exciting that we can now sing together. So because we've dropped to level 1, churches are now allowed to gather in person and sing as they worship. So we're going to make the most of that. And there's plenty of dates and opportunities to join us for worship, and also a couple of social events which you can book in on the link. One of those is a kids trip to Almond Valley. And in July, we've booked out a restaurant and we're going to gather the whole church, have some food together and reconnect over a meal. All the details on the link below. In terms of Sundays, initially we are gathering in 2 locations. We're going to have 2 slightly smaller gatherings, one in East Calder and one in Uphall, one in the morning, one in the afternoon. And let me just explain why we're doing that. Initially, we need to have 2 meters between households when we gather. So to gather the whole church would need a large hall, and we would end up in a large echoey space where it's hard to hear each other, hard for people to contribute to the meeting. And so we would much rather gather in smaller numbers, maybe 25 adults, that kind of number, plus kids, and have a smaller gathering where it's possible for different people to contribute to the meeting. A bit like a large home group where people share scripture, other people pray, share words of encouragement, testimonies. So that kind of vibe to it. We're going to keep it really simple. We're just going to gather and sing. We've got 2 brilliant halls where the singing will fill the space. It'll sound really good. And we're just going to worship, pray, open scripture together, encourage one another in these 2 slightly smaller venues. They're both brilliant venues. They're really light. They're both next to a play park, good breakout space for the kids. And we think they're going to work really, really well. And the other reason for doing this is for some people, reconnecting in large groups at this point is still a bit intimidating. And actually, even gathering with 25, that's a step up from what people have been used to over the last year and a half or so. So we're hoping that by gathering in smaller numbers, it will just give you confidence and help you reconnect. And also, like we say, we want this kind of everybody contributing as we gather to worship Jesus together. So really excited. Please do book in. We're gathering next Sunday is our first Sunday in person. And then we're going to meet every 2 weeks after that, going forward initially. So can't wait to see you. Book in. Look forward to seeing you in person really soon.